This is a 5-part series, unintentionally, but this is going to be spliced up, and whoever needs this will find it, and whoever doesn't, more power to you. Please, I tried to covet my words as well as I could so that you wouldn't report me and ban me for bullying or something. I'm on here to talk about a video that I recently posted that got banned because of bullying and something else. I forgot what it was, but they had other reasons, like there was alcohol in there. It was inappropriate, but they weren't at first going to allow me to put the video up because they said it went against community guidelines. So at first 14 people saw it. So of the 14 people that saw it, I think somebody just didn't like what I said in there, and so then they reported me, and then I got banned for bullying. This video right here is about progesterone. Behind that is for estrogen. So I made tinctures for estrogen and for progesterone. And in both of the videos, I advised, as I'm doing now, that I'm not a doctor. And these are things that I made by myself because I refuse to pay absorbent fees for things that I know that I myself can do on my own. And I figured, why not inform, other people how I make tinctures? Right? And you do with it whatever you will. And remember, I'm not a doctor. So again, I'm on here to talk about how that video got banned. First, I want to start off by saying this. A lot of times people believe that, oh, they're trying to hold back information from people. But really what's happening is we are holding back information from each other, because there is a dedication to this entity. The medical field, the pharmaceutical field, they have a dedication to it because you're buying into the stuff that they're selling you. And you know, when you hear somebody that says something opposing to what you believe or what you're saying, some people, not everybody, but a lot more than you realize, they get very, very angry. We see all this with politics happening right now. They get extremely angry if you say one thing that they don't like, about some political view about this or that or whatever. So when it comes to health and that sort of stuff, people are very touchy. I myself had a very hard run-in with the medical field, and I myself, not saying that you should, but me, I prefer not to be as dedicated. And so I've decided that I like to spend my money on other things and help myself. So I'm not saying that this is what you should do. I'm not saying that you should listen to anything that I'm telling you. I'm just telling you my story. So I wanted to put it out there that sometimes information that you think that you should get, that it should be easy to find, is not going to be there. And the people that you go to for guidance for these things don't have that information either, because they are not taught it, or they don't want to talk to other people that have this information, that have done these things for themselves. And so that information gets stifled. A lot of information that I have acquired from trial and error for myself. And I'm not saying that this is what you should do, but this information also sometimes comes to you from the last century, the 1900s. That's what we just left. In the 1900s, there's some stuff that's come up. Like, for instance, stuff about, I've Googled stuff about things like, if you have, if you are able to use apple cider vinegar as a woman on your, and I don't even know if I'm able to say it, if the scientific word, if I'm able to say it, but the parts that you use the bathroom through, I feel so foolish saying that, but I'm really working on protecting, being careful with my words, when normally I'm not this way. I just will come out and say whatever I need to say. However, I really want this information to be kept up there. So that information um, about apple cider vinegar on that part of the body. You can Google it right now and it'll tell you no, they advise not to do that, pH balance, yada, 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 all that sort of stuff. But I know, coming from the 1900s, I know a lot of stuff yeah, that's not what I was taught or told, but for some reason now AI is taking over, and so that information is being died or being killed off with the last century, and so you're not getting that information. So, and I'm not advising or whatever. I'm just telling you what I know. So I'm here to talk about that part. This is I think I'm going to be cutting this up, so I'm saying that about information that I have said inside the other video was taken out because somebody didn't like it. They said that I also had alcohol inside of the video. That's how I make the tinctures. You can make the tinctures with water, but in my personal opinion, when it comes to that, you just might as well drink tea. Drink tea, and you have to drink more of it because it's not as strong as when you put any type of hard base like liquor behind it, and not liquor where you're like drinking rum and Red Bull type of stuff. Like it's like, um like rum, vodka, whiskey, but nothing like you're mixing drinks and like party. Like no, they always did this way back last century and beyond, and now they're doing more with water. So that can be controversial. I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just really wanting to help people, and the reason why I'm on here is to talk about that. So that's one part. People telling on other people. So we are the flying monkeys for the medical industrial complex sometimes, and people that you think, they say, yo, you shouldn't say these things because you don't want to misinform somebody. It's like, if I did something that I know worked multiple times and I've done it with other people, and you try to, and I have had doctors ask me how I did it, why can't I share this information? So it's like, I understand. So that's one part. The next part is this.